Just when I thought nothing could get baitier than SS Cyrus, we get SS Dawn, who, depending on how many copies of her you're able to scout, gets you to recover from 20% to 40% HP. That's a huge difference. But is she worth your gems? Should you scout or should you skip SS Dawn and Cresselia? In this video, we're going to discuss just that. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, hit the thumbs up button, and by the way, subscribe if you haven't. Let's enjoy this. Here we go! Yo, yo, yo! This is Solo, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. Your artist team's called Grunt. And this is Pokemon Masters EX. Guys, in this video, we are going to discuss about SS Dawn and Cresselia. Now, if you're watching this in my premiere, it's a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, probably an hour, before SS Cyrus comes out. And yeah, people are probably confused, you know, the anniversary, 2.5 anniversary is very close, and people are either contemplating whether to scout SS Cyrus or SS Dawn. I hope this video will be able to help you find your decision with that. So, let us discuss her kit right now, guys. And by the way, these slides took forever. It's 5, almost 6 a.m. that I'm doing this. So, appreciate the thumbs ups and everything, helps with the YouTube algorithm and everything. So, SS Dawn is the last unit that comes out from this update. So, I heard, or rather absolutely posted, that it is possible for us to receive an update before the 18th. Before, you know, Blue and Arcanine comes out. It's just a possibility. It's not sure or anything. So, if there's an update, there's a possibility that we will know about the 2.5 year anniversary unit. It's also possible that we will not have them. We will not have the 2.5 year anniversary unit revealed. It's possible that we will have another bait unit before the anniversary. As you might know, February 14 is quite far from February 28. That's like 2 weeks. So, wait, 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7, 14. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the anniversary. So, it's quite far. There's a chance that we will have another bait unit. Probably a Spotlight Scout. Unlike, who knows? I mean, I think it's unlikely for it to be a Pokefair unit. We have 4 running Pokefairs right now. We have, or rather, 1 Master Fair. We have Sygna with Cynthia. We have Lucas. We have these who are, you know, seasonals. And SS Cyrus Pokefair, SS Dawn Pokefair. I don't think the game will drop too many Pokefairs on us. I think if there's gonna be another unit that comes out, it might be a Spotlight, but who knows? And by the way, we are also going to have another banner, which is Red and Classic Blue coming out. So, you know, spend your gems wisely. Again, 2.5 year anniversary is coming. Last year, and last year, we got 3,000 gems from Pokemon Day. That's February 27. And another 3,000 gems on Pokemon Masters Anniversary Day, or 0.5 Anniversary Day. So, probably we can expect 6,000 extra gems. But still, you know, it's definitely a Master Fair, and Master Fairs have a record of shafting people. But, you know, just, we are here to discuss her. So, let's move on, guys. So, SS Dawn and Cresselia is support unit. Her, this is her Mindscape. If you see this, congratulate yourselves. You have obtained 1 copy of SS Dawn and Cresselia. Now, you know, how do I say this? Normally, I scout for 3 copies of 1 sync pair to unlock their maximum potential. In the case of SS Dawn, in order to unlock her full potential, you need 5 copies of her. This is like Sycamore. Sycamore, the higher your move level, when you use a sync move, the higher your stats go up. So if you have Sycamore 1 out of 5, you get to raise your special attack, special defense, speed +2. If you have 2 out of 5, you get to raise them +3. 4 out of 5, you get to something like that, guys. We got Sycamore for free, and that's why we're taking him for granted. In the case of Sygna Dawn, we do not get her for free. If you see her sync move, it says restores the HP of all allied sync pairs other than the user by approximately 20%. And the higher your move level is, the higher your percentage is, up to a maximum of 40%. Now, we have something like this happening. We have Synchro Healing. But right now, the highest is Synchro Healing 1. I think the first unit that has this is Lily. The normal Lily has Synchro Healing 1. And basically, if you use her sync move, you get to recover everyone's HP by 20%. So this is equivalent to Synchro Healing 1, except that you do not get to recover your own HP. You do not get to recover Sygna Dawn's HP. The way you can recover Sygna Dawn's HP is by using another sync pair who has a healing ability, like Potion or some other move that restores HP, or by using her move Moonlight. Moonlight, you can use this twice, 2 move gauge, and then basically restores your HP by 50% without weather conditions. If it is rainy, sandstorming, or hailing, you get to recover 40% HP. And if it is sunny, you get to recover 60% HP. So this is not Potion. You do not get to use Moonlight on another sync pair. You only get to use this on yourself. So keep that in mind as well. You can only use this twice. There is no MP refresh for Moonlight, but there is a sync grid tile to bring back Moonlight, and we'll discuss that later. She also gets Confusion, which has a 10% chance of leaving the opponent confused, and Moonblast, which has a 30% of lowering the opponent's special attack by 1. Now, her stats, as you can see over here, her attack stat is higher than her special attack stat, which is kind of funny, I guess. I'm not sure if this is the way the main series Cresselia is. I did not pay attention to that. But all her attacks are special attacks. And by having her attack stat higher than special attack, it's basically, why did you do this DNA? So, her special attack stat is 171. If you make her 6-star EX, that's 200 plus. Not really high, but probably decent enough to do a little bit of damage on the opponent. 207, 1, 2, 3, 4. 211 special attack if you have her 6-star EX. Not very low, not very high. Kind of somewhere in there. And you can probably do a little bit of damage with Moonblast by having her at, 6-star EX. But then, let's talk about her trainer move, because that's what she basically is good at. Sweet Dreams. 2 MP, you can use this twice. Raises everyone's defense, special defense, and critical hit rate by 2. Defense, special defense, and critical hit rate by 2. And then you get to receive 30% damage. So I guess, in a way, this is better than Lance's trainer move, which is to receive, was it 25% damage or something? And then, just raise his, rather not raise his own stats, but brings back like 6 move gauges or something. This is much better than that. So you receive 30% damage. You raise everyone's defense and special defense and critical hit rate plus 2. So by doing this twice, you get to receive 60% damage. And then you get to raise everyone's defense, special defense by 4, and critical hit rate to maximum. So that's good. That's good. Except you get to receive 60% damage, which will bring your HP to 40% only. And the only way to recover her health is by using Moonlight, which recovers 60% if it's sunny, and if it's not sunny, you get to recover 50% or lower. But here is where she gets interesting. Passive skills. Fortify 3. When her HP is below half, or rather if it's her HP is half or below, your defense and special defense goes up 30%. So you get to become tankier. This is similar to Ingo. When it's sandstorming, you get to have your defense and special defense increased. Or Palentine's Bay, when it's hailing, your defense and special defense are increased by 30%. This one, you have to have your health at half or below to have your defense and special defense increased. Now, Team Brainstorm 9, every single time you attack the opponent... Wait, let me confirm. When you... Wait, no, sorry, not attack the opponent, but rather, when you use Moonlight on yourself, when you use Moonlight, when your HP is half or below, you get to give everyone special moves up next effect. Sorry. So you can use this twice normally. The way you do this is probably use Sweet Dreams twice, lower your HP to 40%, and then Fortify 3 will activate. That means your defense will be raised by 30% as well as your special defense. And then once you use Moonlight, everyone will get a special moves up next. And power up their special attacks by 40%. And then also sync damage guard. When you use a sync move for the first time, you get a damage guard next effect, which will prevent you from getting hit by normal attacks and receive only half damage when the opponent uses a sync move on you. So those are her basic kit. And then I checked her sync grid. She does not get vigilance, so the best lucky skill to give her is vigilance and nothing else except vigilance, because she's a tanker and you want to make her tanky. So this is what her passive skills page looks like. Let's move on to her sync grid. At the 1 out of 5, you get Confusion Aggravation 2. So basically increases the chances of making the opponent confused when you use Confusion. 2 out of 5, you get Crisis Countdown 9, a new grid tile. And basically, once per battle, if your HP goes below half, or rather half or below, you get to lower your sync move countdown -1. Yeah. Moonblast on a roll 1 raises the chance of lowering the special attack of the opponent when you use Moonblast. And then Sweet Dreams MP Refresh 2, 30% chance of bringing back Sweet Dreams, which again will raise everyone's defense +2, special defense +2, critical hit rate +2, and receive 30% damage. So by having the MP refresh of this one, you can maximize everyone's defense and special defense to +6. And just pay attention to how you use this, because you get to receive 30% recoil damage. This is not, by the way, this is not 30% of your remaining health, but this is 30% of your maximum health. So every single time you use this, your damage or your recoil damage is consistent. It's gonna be 30% of your full health. That will be your recoil damage on yourself. So pay attention to when and how you use this. You do not want to just use 3 Sweet Dreams, because that might actually kill you. And then 3 out of 5, we get Adrenaline 1. Reduces your sync move countdown by 1 when you use a sync move for the first time. You get another Crisis Countdown 9, which again reduces your sync move countdown -1 when your HP goes to half or below. Danger Damage Guard might be a good pairing with her because once her HP drops to half or below, you get to be immune to damage. So this is like Sync Damage Guard, except that your HP, you get the Damage Guard next effect once your HP drops to half or below. So technically, by getting Danger Damage Guard, you can have Damage Guard next effect on her twice. First, for lowering yourself to half health. Second time, by using a sync move. So you can have 2 Damage Guard next effects, which again, prevents you from getting damaged by normal attacks, or 50% damage only from sync move damage of the opponent. Desperate Team Freebie 9, when your HP goes to half or below, you get to give everyone a free move next effect. You can use, you know, this is like Ingo when it's sandstorming, you use all aboard. You get to give everyone a free move next effect. For this one, your HP has to go below half. Endurance, when you enter the battle with full HP, you get, you know, Endure effect on her. Moonlight Catalyzing Recovery, if you use Moonlight, you will get a move gauge acceleration and your move gauge will be faster. Moonlight Master Healer 1 increases the amount of HP you get to recover when you use Moonlight. Now, I forgot if this doubles the amount of HP you recover or not. I forgot if it doubles or just increases plus 10%. If this actually doubles the HP, you get to recover full health. Correct me, guys. I forgot. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I think it only raises by 10%. So if this is recover by 10 or increase 10%, basically, if you use Moonlight on normal weather conditions, nothing, no weather effects, you recover instead of 50%, you recover 60%. If it's sandstorming, raining, hailing, you recover 50%. If it's sunny, you recover 70%. If it doubles though, get to almost recover full health all the time. Almost. Sweet Dreams, all ramp up 1. You also raise your special attack for everyone. Instead of just raising defense and special defense and critical hit rate, you also get to raise everyone's special attack plus 1. Sync Kill Refill is what I was talking about earlier. When you use a sync move, you will bring back 1 MP of Moonlight. And that's what you get. That's the only MP refresh you can get for Sygna Suit Dawn. Bring back Moonlight once when you use a sync move. And that's about it. This only applies the first time you use a sync move. So keep that in mind as well. Use your Moonlight before you use a sync move if you will get Sync Kill Refill. And then Sync Regen gives you a gradual healing next, or rather gives you a regen effect after you use a sync move. So here's how I think you should use Sygna Suit Dawn, guys. So as you might know, she has a lot to do with recall damage. You want to give her Crisis Countdown 9. So, you start the battle with full health. You use her trainer move, Sweet Dreams. Get to raise everyone's defense, special defense, and crit plus 2. You receive 30% damage, which drops your HP to 70%. Use another Sweet Dreams. And then you get to raise everyone's defense, special defense, and crit. Crit to maximum. Defense and special defense to plus 4 now. You receive another 30% damage, bringing your HP to 40%. Because your HP is below half, Crisis Countdown 9 will trigger, which lowers your sync move countdown minus 1. If you have her 3 out of 5 and get Crisis Countdown 9 again, you get to lower your sync move countdown minus 1 again. So that's immediately sync move countdown minus 2. If you bring Danger Damage Guard, your HP is below half, yes. But you will not receive damage from the next attack of the opponent if you have her as your tanker, or if the opponent uses an AoE attack, you will not receive any damage. And by this time, you should be able to somehow use your sync move already. In fact, let me just check how we can do this. So you actually start the battle, normal battles, with a sync move countdown of, if I'm not mistaken, 9 or was it 8? Let me just check this battle right now. You get to start with 9. So, for example, you have Sygna Dawn. You use Sweet Dreams, use another one, use another one. That's 9 minus 3 equals 6. Next turn, you use another 3. So that brings your countdown to 3. Once your HP goes below half, you deduct your sync move countdown minus 2, giving you 1 sync move countdown minus 1. You are able to immediately use a sync move. And probably you should be using Moonlight that time before you use your sync move or something, because the opponent will hit you. You will have the danger damage guard. You will remove the damage guard effect from you, and once you sync, you bring back another damage guard next effect on you if you have her as your tanker, and then you will recover everyone else's HP by 20 to 40% except you. If you got sync regen, you will have this gradual healing on Sygna Dawn. And then you're able to bring back your health, by using an attack or anything like that. Also, if you have Desperate Team freebie 9, then your next move for everyone will be free. So that is somehow how I would use her. So I would consider her probably as a better classic, or rather Sygna Elessa, in terms of bringing back that sync move countdown, because Sygna Elessa is known for, immediately using sync moves. So allowing you use Breathtaking, lower your sync move countdown. Sygna Dawn is somewhat similar to Sygna Elessa in terms of that. So combine them both, you'll be able to use a sync move very, very, very quickly. Like, especially if you have a speed or time trial event, probably that combination will work magnificently. Also, I did try to give ourselves... I tried this on Anniversary Lily. As you might know, Anniversary Lily has Danger Damage Guard as well, which, if your HP goes to half or below, gives you a Damage Guard next effect. I tried starting the battle Champion Stadium with, 50% HP, ally HP 50% or something. It does not trigger. So probably that Crisis Countdown 9 will not trigger as well if you have start the battle with 50% HP. You need to get hit by the opponent or something like that before that will trigger. So keep that in mind as well. But that said, you cannot get everything. You have to choose. That's what's hard about sync grid. So let us talk about her sync grid right now, starting with 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5, 1 copy of her. No problem, get everything. Just keep in mind, 1 out of 5 allows you, by using your sync move, to recover 20% HP for everyone except your own. And then, also, by the way, I forgot to mention that once you use your sync move, every single status condition, as well as trap, flinching, something, will be negated. So you're starting anew, starting fresh, starting everything with nothing, no trap, no something, no whatever, no poison, no burn, no whatsoever. So you can get everything, except that you do not get to recover more than 20% HP for everyone except Cresselia. 2 out of 5. Once you use a sync move, you get to recover 25% HP for everyone. 25% HP. You get a Crisis Countdown 9 at the bottom right, and I would maximize that. I will not get anything you know, by getting Crisis Countdown 9, you have to pass through Moonblast, Move Gauge Refresh 3, or Moonblast on a roll 1. So if I go up to powering up Moonlight or Confusion or anything like that over here, it would be such a waste. I don't think I will build her up with any other build except a Moonblast build over here. And just to save, I think I'll get Sweet Dreams, MP Refresh, or Move Gauge Refresh. I think you can also remove this and just go for either here, you know, top left or top right. It's your choice, but I'll definitely get the bottom right part of the screen by doing this. So something like this. And then at 3 out of 5, this is where things get interesting. So this is how I would build. Personally, I would build her like this. So we have over here at the bottom, we have Desperate Team Freebie 9. So once our HP goes half or below, everyone will get a free move gauge, or rather, free move next. We have 2 Crisis Countdown 9s, which will bring back my Sync Move Countdown -2 when my HP goes below half. I will get a free Sync Regen, which allows me to get a gradual healing effect once I use a Sync move. And I got Danger Damage Guard, which will give me a Damage Guard next effect on myself once my HP goes below half. That is by using Sweet Dreams twice. And then, yeah, that's the one and only way I would build her. But earlier I was streaming on Twitch. I asked you guys what, and you guys suggested, what about catalyzing recovery over here at the top? And what about Sync Kill Refill? So I tried my best to somehow get this. So you get Sync Kill Refill over here. You get restore 1 MP after you use a sync move. You get Moonlight Master Healer, Moonlight Catalyzing Recovery, Moonlight Move Gauge Refresh, and then just basically this will allow you to heal yourself. And if you have her as if you have Cresselia as the tanker, you're able to heal yourself 3 times. But personally, I'll stick to Crisis Countdown build because I think that is what Cresselia is, you know, strengths lie in. So I'm probably sticking to a Crisis Countdown build for this one instead of a Moonlight build. But, you know, there is no right or wrong again in sync grids. Again, it's all a matter of personal preference as well as experimentation. So you can try and experiment whatever way you want. But for me, right now, what I'm eyeing is the Crisis Countdown build together with Desperate Team Freebie, Sync Regen, and Danger Damage Guard. So again, how I would use her is 2 Sweet Dreams. Once I use 2 Sweet Dreams, I will have like 1 Sync Move Countdown next, I guess. We will not have Sync Kill Refill as you can see over here. We have a Danger Damage Guard. So, example, we get hit by the enemy, that Damage Guard next effect goes away. I'll use a Sync move. And once I use my Sync move, I will get another Damage Guard next effect because of Sync Damage Guard, her passive skill. As you can see over here. Sync Damage Guard, there it is. And then, I will also get a Sync Regen, which will give me a gradual healing next, or gradual healing effect. And that's the way I can recover my HP back. And then if my HP goes low, I will be able to use Moonblast, or rather Moonlight, to recover HP by 40 to 60%. And then so on and so forth if everyone else's HP is low, if probably Sygna Dawn is almost dead or something, I ran out of Moonlight, probably I'll use one more sync move on her, recover everyone else's HP, and something like that. So Sygna Dawn, that's how I would use her. So, with that said, that is the initial, what I can say initially. We now come to the comparison. Again, Sygna Dawn comes out on Valentine's. Meanwhile, the others, Sygna Cyrus, comes out later if you're watching this in my premiere. So good luck scouting for him if you're scouting for him. And again, we have Classic Red and Classic, or rather Red and Classic Blue coming out on February 17. And Red is a very good sync pair. Classic 2 is also pretty good, can do physical and special damage, rock type, quite good. But then we have Olivia, we have other rock type sync pairs, which are pretty good as well. And by the way, we are also getting the fire type blue, I think on February 17 as well. So, let's compare. These are the stats of Palentine's Marnie, Palentine's Base, Sygna Cyrus, and Sygna Dawn. And as you can see over here, Sygna Dawn has the highest HP, defense, and special defense out of everyone. Lowest special attack. Decent speed somehow, not too bad. And again, her attacks are special attacks, so it's kind of weird for her attack stat to be higher than special attack. But stats are not everything, as I always say, and these are the attack move multipliers and special or sync move multipliers. But again, nothing because support units. It's not fair to compare them like this. But, you know, normally I compare stats for my sync pairs. And this time, I do not exactly want to compare stats. I want to compare the capabilities of support sync pairs. So this is the last time you'll see their stats. Defense and special defense are decent. If you have her 6-star EX, both defense and special defense at level 140 will be 308. That's not bad. If you have, you know, you can raise your defense and special defense to +4 easily. And at, sorry, at, whatchamacallit, at 50% or lower HP, your defense and special defense are raised by 30%, which makes you quite tanky, very tanky. So, in my comparison, I did a lot of comparisons before everyone complains why I did not put some sync pairs here. I did a couple of comparisons. Let's start with all sync pairs who can raise everyone's defense and special defense +4 without MP refresh. So the next screen, you'll see everyone defense and special defense to at least +4, whether RNG or not, without an MP refresh. So before we head to the next slide, hit the thumbs up if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't. You're in the perfect place for Pokemon Masters EX content. And shout out to my awesome members. Thank you, Shadowfilm, Marcella, Aryan, Blaze, John9019, Popteo Gaming, Roy, Mustango, Lucamidi, Alcin, I forgot, Arimakose, Popwat, Chrome Dome, Sasori Embryon, Blue Rose, Ranger, Lance Nice. Thank you for all the support these past few months. So if you wanna join them, hit the join button down below and become a member of my channel for that spiffy Pokeball icon beside your name. So, intermission over. This is every single sync pair who can raise everyone's defense and special defense +4 at least. Sygna Dawn, 2 trainer moves, gets your defense and special defense +4 or higher. Evelyn, 1 trainer move gets your defense and special defense to +4. All Caitlyn has both X defense all and X special defense all, which can raise your defense and special defense to +4. Morty and Miss Magius, as also known as BP Morty, can raise everyone's defense and special defense to +4. And Springberg, depending on how lucky you are, RNG can raise everyone's defense and special defense to minimum +2, maximum +6 without an MP refresh. As well as some other stats that you see over here. So, what can we see over here? By the way, I did not include any mention of potion, guys. So, if you're complaining if you don't see potion, why can't I see potion? That's the reason. I did not include potion. Every single stat or stat buff you see over here are basically for everyone. So if anyone has something that can increase their own stats, for example, toughen up, tighten up, I do not think I included that unless it's team, toughen up, team, tighten up. So nothing for themselves, all for others, for the team, because that is what we're going to try and compare. So Sygna Suit Dawn, when your HP is half or below, once you use Moonlight, you get to give everyone special moves up next. You can use this 3 times depending on what tiles you get on her grid. So if you get that Sync Heal Refill 1, you can get that special moves up next by using 3 Moonlights if your HP is half or below. Evelyn, if the opponent is burned or any other status condition afflicted, Dirty Fighting 2 makes your attacks stronger. Fire Teamwork is a master passive. Basically, the more fire type sync pairs you have on your team, the stronger your attacks and defenses are against fire type, or rather against the opponent. Fall Caitlyn does not have any multiplier. BP Morty does not have any multiplier. Springberg has Critical Strike 1 at 2 out of 5. Super Duper Effective 2 and Super Duper Effective 3 at 3 out of 5. Both at 3 out of 5. And the way that triggers is by getting lucky with Metronome. So if your Metronome is able to land opponent weakness, will deal stronger damage. As for stat buffs, by the way, I also did not include any mention of speeding up the move gauge. So if any field effects, as you might know, Fall Caitlyn, once you use a sync move, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. Quite a lot happening with Fall Caitlyn. I did not include that, also because there's no space. So Sygna Suit Dawn, once her HP goes below half, you get to reduce your sync move countdown. -1 or -2 with Crisis Countdown 9. Desperate Team Freebie gives everyone a free move next once your HP drops to half or below. Once you use a trainer move, you can use this twice. Defense, special defense goes up +2 times 2. Crit goes +2 or max. You get an MP refresh on her trainer move at 2 out of 5. At 3 out of 5, you get all ramp up 1 on her trainer move. So instead of just raising your defense, special defense, and crit, you also get to raise everyone's special attack stat. And by using a sync move, using Sygna Suit Dawn, you get to recover everyone's HP except Sygna Suit Dawn, that's why there's an asterisk, by 20 to 40%, depending on how many copies of her you have. 1 copy, 20%, 2 copies, 25%, 3 copies, 30%, 4 copies, 35%, 4 copies, 40% HP recovery for everyone except Sygna Suit Dawn. And then, once you use her sync move as well, everyone's status conditions, flinching, trap, whatever conditions will be removed. She does not exactly have the words Team Sync here 9, but that's basically how it works. Plus, the flinching, trap, something, something, something. So that Sygna Suit Dawn has a lot to do with half HP or below. Evelyn, 3 out of 5 gets Synchro Healing 1. This will recover everyone, including Evelyn's HP, by 20%. Trainer move immediately raises your defense, special defense +4. Gets an MP refresh at 3 out of 5. Now, Evelyn, you know, is a master BP sync pair. You might want to... The only way to make her 3 out of 5 is by using 2 Master Scout tickets, BP Master Scout on her, which is impossible right now, or by using a Candy. And I did use a Candy on her, and I use her a lot, so I know how good Evelyn is. I use her a lot. So, yeah. She also gets Team Fist Bump 3. which, you know, once you attack the opponent, there's a 40% chance of raising everyone's HP a little bit. Team Pinpoint Entry at the start of the battle raises everyone's accuracy by 1. X Regen All, you can use this twice, gives everyone a regen effect, and an MP refresh on X Regen All at 3 out of 5. All Caitlyn, a lot to do with... A lot. She has Fainting Heal, which if you faint, recovers everyone's HP by 20%. Also has Synchro Healing 1. Once you use a sync move, everyone's HP, including Fall Caitlyn, will recover 20%. Team Sync Cure 9 recovers everyone's... Wait, do you have Team Sync Cure 9? Let me check, just in case. Let me clarify. Okay, guys, she gets Sync Cure 9, Team Sync Cure 9 at 3 out of 5. Sorry, I failed to note that there. 3 out of 5 Team Sync Cure 9. Trainer move, that's Trixie. Raises everyone's attack +2, speed +1, accuracy +1. You can use this twice. And then if you have Mega Evolve, some other things will happen. And then you have an MP Refresh 2 at 2 out of 5. Get a Trainer move, Trixie Pep Rally 1 at 2 out of 5, which will raise everyone's speed stat again to +1. You get an X Defense All and an X Special Defense All with an MP Refresh at 2 out of 5. So a lot happening with Fall Caitlyn, excluding the mention of Opening Blockade, which will give you a physical damage reduction and a special damage reduction once you use a sync move for the first time using Fall Caitlyn. So a lot with Fall Caitlyn. Morty and Miss Magius, on the other hand, is a BP sync pair. Gets Synchro Healing, 3 out of 5, so basically recovers everyone by 20%. His trainer move, I See You, raises everyone's defense and special defense +2, and there's an MP refresh at 3 out of 5, which can raise your defenses to max. He also has Potion, which I did not notice, or I did not mention. But that's about it for Morty and Miss Magius, also an Astonish user and stuff. Springberg, you got Dire Hit All Plus, which can raise everyone's or maximize everyone's critical hit rate. You get Dire Hit. Why did I put 2 Dire Hit All MP refresh? Ignore that, guys. It's too late for me to edit that now. Got Super Countdown 9, which if you are able to use Metronome and land an opponent weakness, you will get to lower your sync move countdown -1. And then his trainer move, Happy Colors, gets to raise your defense and special defense stat randomly between +1 to +3, and your accuracy stat +1. There's an MP refresh at 2 out of 5. You got Team Fierce Entry at 3 out of 5. Basically raises everyone's attack stat +1 at the start of the battle. Team Grand Entry 1 raises everyone's special attack stat +1 at the start of the battle. And Team's Healing Super Hit 9. Once you land super effective up next, or rather a super effective move using Metronome, you get to recover everyone's HP. So Springberg, lot to do with RNG. If you're able to land an attack that the opponent is weak to, lots of good things happen. But that aside, good defense buffer. You can raise everyone's defense and special defense to maximum if you are lucky. But if you are lucky. So those are the sync pairs that can raise everyone's defense and special defense to +4 or above without MP refresh. But then you might be saying, where are the others? Where are Sygna Suit Blue and stuff? And yes, I know. I put them here. So Sygna Suit Blue and Ingo, your favorite support units. So Sygna Suit Blue has a built-in multiplier for the sync move. The higher his defense is, the stronger his sync move is gonna be. Raging Rain, if it's raining, stronger attack move damage. Smart Cookie, higher his special attack is, stronger his normal attacks are. And then his trainer move to the top raises everyone's critical hit rate +1. Also increases or speeds up your move gauge but I'm not gonna include that. An MP refresh at 2 out of 5. Pep Rally 1, which increases everyone's speed stat at 1 out of 5. You get X defense all and an MP refresh at 1 out of 5. Force Field 4 is his passive. Basically, once you attack the opponent, 50% chance of raising everyone's special defense. Safety Net. Once you use a sync move, you get to give everyone an Endure effect. Team Fist Bump 2, 2 out of 5. Once you attack the opponent, there is a 30% chance of recovering everyone's HP. And then we have Team Shout 9. Once you get damaged, once you get hit by the opponent's attacks, you get to raise everyone's attack stat or physical attack stat or both. Team Trash Tank 2, once you get hit by the opponent, you get to recover, or 30% chance of recovering everyone's HP. Now he also has Party Crashers. Once at the start of the battle, gives everyone a critical hit on the first attack. 3 out of 5, but that's very, 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 very situational, and I do not use Party Crashers. By the way, I forgot to mention Springberg. Team Supercharger 5, 60% chance of raising everyone's attack stat or special attack stat for both once you use Metronome. Every single time you use Metronome, there's a 60% chance of raising everyone's attack or special attack stat, or both. Now, Ingo, I'm pretty surprised that the stats that he can give everyone are not exactly a lot. Yes, he has Potion. Yes, I know. Yes, he can raise his own defenses with Gritty Guardian. But we're not talking about him raising his own defenses. We're talking about him raising everyone's stats. And that is Ferocious Affliction 2. If you use Sandstorm for the first time, you get to raise everyone's attack stat and special attack stat plus 2. Sandy Pep Rally, if it's Sandstorming, use an attack using Ingo, you get to raise everyone's speed stat plus 1. His trainer move, All Aboard, yes, gives everyone a free move next effect when it's Sandstorming. And it raises everyone's attack stat plus 1 and critical hit rate plus 2. And you can use this twice with an MP refresh at 1 out of 5. Ingo is still one of the best units out there, but Ingo cannot raise everyone's defenses. Wait, I think Ferocious Affliction, sorry guys. Ferocious Affliction actually, I think, raises everyone's attack and defense. Not attack and special attack. Attack and defense stat plus 2. So that's the only defense buff that you can actually get from Ingo for other sync pairs. If you need to raise your defenses to above plus 2, you need other sync pairs. Ingo is a very good attack buffer, but not a special attack buffer or a defense buffer for everyone. Sure, he can be very tanky with his passives when it's Sandstorming, but that's only for Ingo and not for the others. Meanwhile, the others can raise defenses quite high. Sygna Suit Blue, Force Field 4 takes some time to build up. So, you know, you get to... You start with everyone plus 0 special defense. You have to be lucky 6 times in order to raise everyone's special defense to plus 6. With Force Field 4 with Sygna Suit Blue, that takes time. Meanwhile, I put the others here in this list because they can instantly raise everyone's defense and special well, except for Caitlyn probably, because you have to use X defense all and X special defense all separately. But for the others, mostly, you get to raise defense and special defense together. Now, there's also one good sync pair that I wanna honorable mention. You know, that's Misty. Swimsuit Misty has a very good trainer move as well, which can duck and cover, which can raise everyone's defense and special defense to +2 and give everyone a regen effect. But the problem with her is that unless you get an MP refresh, you're stuck to using it once. And that's only +2 defense and special defense. And unless you get an MP refresh, you will end the battle. You will have to continue the battle with +2 special defense and +2 defense for everyone. So that's the sad thing about Misty. But if you are lucky enough and get an MP refresh with the trainer move, especially if you get it twice, you get to raise everyone's defense and special defense to +6. But for these, you do not need MP refresh. So that's why I included these guys in the list. Now, you might be asking, you know, there are a couple of sync pairs that are also very good, and that one of them is actually came out quite recently. New Year Sabrina. New Year Sabrina can also, you know, is kind of like Sygna Suit Blue level in terms of raising everyone's defenses. I forgot the exact term of her trainer move, but you get to give everyone defense and special defense. In fact, let me just quickly check that right now. Qingling at 3 out of 5 gets Team Tough Luck 4. It's a 50% chance of raising everyone's defense or special defense or both when you're hit by the opponent. So New Year Sabrina is also very good for defense and special defense tanking for everyone, but it's kind of takes a while to build up. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Cosplay Jasmine, very good for buffing everyone's special defenses. Sabrina Alakazam, horrible defense buffing. No defense buffing actually. So very good special attack buffing but no defense buffing and stuff like that. So just wanna mention New Year Sabrina quickly because you might be mentioning that. And then you might be wondering, what about, you know, why did I miss a certain sync pair? No, I did not. I did not forget about Sycamore. So let's talk about Sycamore right now. In fact, these three, Sygna Suit Dawn, Leaf, and Professor Sycamore, are the only sync pairs right now that do not damage the opponents using their sync move. So these three are the, I think, perfect comparison for everyone. Sygna Suit Dawn can give everyone special moves up next, again by using Moonlight when your HP is half or below. Leaf at 3 out of 5 gets Power Flux 5. Basically, depending on how much move gauge you have, powers up your Tackle or Iron Tail at 3 out of 5. Meanwhile, Professor Sycamore does not have any attack move multiplier, but almost never dies with Horn Leech, especially if the opponent is weak to grass type attacks. Meanwhile, let's jump to stat buffs first. So, one, Sygna Suit Dawn, again, HP goes to half or below. If you have her 3 out of 5, you get to activate 2 Crisis Countdown 9s if you got that, lowering your sync move countdown -2. You get to give everyone a free move next once your HP goes half or below. Her trainer move raises everyone's defense and special defense to +4 by using this twice, and critical hit rate to maximum. You can get an MP refresh at 2 out of 5. And at 3 out of 5, you have a choice of getting all ramped up 1, but you cannot get everything as I mentioned earlier, which all ramped up 1 raises everyone's special attack +1 as well. So if you get all ramped up 1, you can raise everyone's defense, special defense to +4 without MP refresh, special attack +2, and crit rate to max. Meanwhile, Leaf, her trainer move, raises her attack stat by 2 if I'm not mistaken. And you can only get to raise other stats other sync pair stats by getting Barricade Buddies 1. I think Barricade Buddies raises everyone's defense stat plus 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's either defense or special defense. And then you can get an MP Refresh 2 plus 2 at 2 and 3 out of 5, which can raise everyone's defenses as well by using her trainer move. And then Sycamore on the other hand, Force Field 1 at 3 out of 5. If you use an attack, you get to raise everyone's 20% chance of raising everyone's special defense. Healing Hand 2 can cure everyone of any status condition 30% by using any move. But then, why will you get Force Field 1 on Sycamore when by using his sync move, you can get special attack plus 1 plus 6, special defense plus 6, and speed plus 6. Now we're getting that high because we got Sycamore to 5 out of 5 for free. Again, we're taking this for granted. If we only got one copy of him, we're only able to raise special attacks, special defense, and speed to 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So that's why we're raising plus 6. But again, at 2 out of 5, at 1 out of 5, we can only raise everyone's stats to plus 2. And then Adrenaline 1 at 3 out of 5 basically reduces your sync move countdown minus 1 after you use a sync move. Recuperation 1 restores a little bit of HP after you use a sync move. So that's, by the way, recovers HP for Sycamore. 20% HP recovery for Sycamore, not for everyone. Leaf also gets Adrenaline 1 and Recuperation 1. Meanwhile, if you use her sync move, you get to recover move gauge. By the way, that's also for Sycamore. Depending on what move level Leaf is, you get to recover as much as 6 move gauge. So 1 out of 5, I think 2, 2 out of 5, 3, 3 out of 5, something like that. Sycamore, on the other hand, depending on how many sync pairs you have left, you get to recover 2 move gauges for each. So if you have everyone alive, you get 6 move gauges. Leave 5 out of 5, you get 6 move gauges recovered once you use your sync move. Everyone's attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, and accuracy will be raised plus 2 every single time you use a sync move using Leaf. So you have to use Leaf 3 times sync move before everyone's stats will be maxed. So that's Leaf. Sygna Dawn, on the other hand, also has Adrenaline 1. And then at 3 out of 5, you get Sync Heal Refill, which again can bring back 1 Moonlight when you have this. And Sync Regen at 3 out of 5, giving you a chance, or rather giving you a regen effect once you use her sync move. And then depending on what move level you have on her, gets to recover everyone's HP except herself by 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%, or 40%. And recovers everyone's status conditions and trap, flinching, confused conditions. So those are the effects of them, and that's the thing I can give you. And again, you cannot get everything, but if you get this sync grid, as you can see over here, Desperate Team freebie 9, Crisis Countdown 9, Crisis Countdown 9, Sync Regen, and Danger Damage Guard. I think this is the best sync grid that you can actually give her. Once you use 2 Sweet Dreams, her trainer move, get to raise everyone's defense and special defense to plus 4, everyone's critical hit rate to max, your sync move countdown minus 2, immediately almost using a sync move. Use Moonlight on yourself, recover back the HP. It's your choice whether to use that or not. The opponent hits you, you get to remove your Danger Damage Guard effect, and then everyone will have their next move for free. Use a sync move. Once you use a sync move, you get a regen effect. You get another Damage Guard next effect, and that's where the battle starts. So that is how I would use Sygna Suit Dawn. Just a very, very quick sync move, countdown, sync pair. Nice buffs in between, but be wary on when you use her trainer move because that gives your recall damage. And what else do I have to say for her? Yes, she gets tanky. Imagine you get danger damage guard, your HP goes to below half, but your defense and special defense is already +4. And your defenses and special defense is up by 30%. Imagine how tanky she will be by that time. I have demonstrated how tanky, whatchamacallit, Palentine's Dawn could be with these buffs. So when it's hailing, you get to raise her own defense and special defense +1. Your defenses are increased by 30% when it's hailing. Her defenses are lower than Sygna Suit Dawn's defenses. So imagine how much tankier Sygna Suit Dawn could be below half health. The thing is, by using Palentine's Bay, you get to recover HP when it's hailing. Basically, your HP is somewhere above half to full. Meanwhile, Sygna Suit Dawn, you have to risk it by having your HP below half. Is it worth the risk? That's something that I would have to see. And if you're curious, you can stay tuned to my, testing sync pair showcase video on her once I am able to scout for her. I'm planning to scout for 3, 4, 5 out of 5. Let's just hope, I'm really hoping that I'm lucky enough to scout for 5 out of 5 before scout points. Because until I see who the anniversary unit is, I will not be willing to use my candies on her. So hopefully, we get 5 out of 5 before scout points. I got very unlucky with Lucas, got my first copy at scout point, so I'm kind of semi-traumatized by that. So that's it. That's it. So that said, those are the sync pairs that are coming out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase, or rather this analysis. Should you scout or should you skip this? Very tough. Very tough. I would say I don't know. This is the toughest one to choose. In fact, I would recommend Palentine's Bay more than Sygna Suit Dawn. A lot of people will disagree though. But I would recommend Sygna Suit Dawn and Palentine's Bay either side by side, or I don't know guys, but I think they are the perfect combination. In fact, her trainer move, Palentine's Bay's trainer move, raises everyone's attack and special defense, or special attack +4. Sygna Suit Dawn raises the other stats, defense, special defense, and crit hit rate by 4. Or yeah, kind of. Crit hit rate by 3. Technically by 4, but the max is +3. So I think they're the perfect combination. I'm not sure how hail would be, how horrible it is gonna damage Sygna Suit Dawn though, but I think they complement each other really well. But if I were to recommend one sync pair, it's honestly quite hard to recommend Sygna Suit Dawn unless I love her outfit. I do not love how her entire kit screams bait. In fact, this screams bait more than this screams bait. Cyrus screams bait, yes. To get his multipliers, you need 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Sygna Suit Dawn, 5 out of 5 to maximize her potential. I mean, I don't have anything more to say except that I hope you guys learned something from this analysis and stuff. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts if you're scouting or not. How many copies of her you're willing to scout in order to maximize her potential if you are scouting. And the reason why and who you wish the anniversary unit might be, and what the anniversary unit you want. What new thing can the anniversary unit bring to the game? Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. And with that said, don't forget about this one as well. But that concludes my analysis. And like all my conclusions, scout for your faves and not following the game's meta, because honestly, we're getting better and better sync pairs. This time of the year is the time that DNA just throws in limited units after limited units. And, you know, the more the game progresses through the years, the better the units are. In fact, consider Steel type Steven with Power Chain. Passive skill. I mean, who cares about Power Chain now, right? Compare it with Palentine's Marnie, who can, with Steel Wish, instantly destroy any single off-type opponent. 3 out of 5, by the way. 3 out of 5. I'm not sure if you have to have her 6-star EX. 3 out of 5 with Steel Zone, you can destroy any single opponent instantly with the first sync move. That's how good Steel types are right now. That's how good the meta is right now. So unless you're willing to, you know, follow the game and stuff, spend money and something, go for your heart. Follow your faves. With that said, that's it for this analysis. Should you scout or should you skip? Personally, I will scout. How about you guys? How many copies would you scout? I said everything. Again, thank you to my awesome members for all the support these past few years. This past year, plus a couple of months. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I really appreciate that. And thank you. Thank you to all my super chatters. Thank you, eWiz, as well, for the support on Twitch. If you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/splgum. And if you haven't followed my Automaton channel yet, make sure you follow me there for nice Automaton covers and stuff. With that said, I'm done. This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. The artist team's called Grunt. Good luck to your scouts. Good luck on your Sygna Suit Cyrus scouts, Lucas scouts, Sygna Suit, Renegade Cynthia scouts, Palentine's Dawn scouts, Palentine's Marnie scouts, Palentine's Serena, Palentine's Dawn Red, and Classic Blue scouts, and Anniversary scouts. Good luck. I'll see you in the next video. Run!